Authority meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
Get him out of my ear.
Yes, the sunshine is out in abundance. The wind is out in abundance soon enough. And we've got, of course, the chill that's out in abundance. You know, yesterday we topped out at 72 degrees. It was a delightful afternoon, and not quite so delightful unless you just like it chilly, because the high is going to be in the low 50s today. And you can see the camera rocking. It's going to feel even chillier than that with that wind kicking up pretty good, no doubt. Got clouds starting to break up, although we still see a pretty good deck of clouds mixed in with the sunshine there on the east side of Evansville. That's our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union camera there at Deaconess and just inside Warwick County. Flag getting blown toward Deaconess. That's the reason why you can't really see the flag too well, because, I mean, we're looking pretty much to the northwest, and it's coming from the northwest straight at us to the southeast, and that's the reason why that flag, it's getting pushed around a little bit too. And we're starting to notice more fall color. I tell you what, there are some trees out there that are starting to pop right here in the tri-state. You don't have to go anywhere to see some of that good color. Not really noticing so much around the Twin Bridges though, but that's okay. We see a little bit of color out there. There's a northbound, southbound traffic. All seems to be well and looking pretty good. Yes, it is still smoking, but it really looks, I have not noticed any flames here for the past hour. So I think for the most part, we've got ourselves the fire out. Now, I mean, the wind's going to start to pick up from here. So that's the main thing. But it looks like the firefighters have done their job. And man, what a vicious blaze that was. And of course, it was seen pretty much all over the tri-state. They could see the plume along the western horizon, even as far to the east as Owensboro. 47 degrees right now. And we were picking up returns on radar. In fact, if we could go ahead and show that real fast. Can we do that? And just, Alicia, if we could just show Max 2 real fast. I just want to show you what we had on radar. This was from earlier this morning. Actually, that's the most recent, but there you go. That was earlier this morning. You could see we've got the twin, I should say the plumes, or at least the smoke from that fire that was being basically seen. But yeah, no, you had it. That worked. There it is, right there. Okay, now we can go back to Max 1. Just wanted you to see that. But I mean, rare do you see, you know, basically returns being, and they were being kicked down to Spotsville because of all that smoke that was so far up in the atmosphere and easily being detected by radar. Anyway, desert dry, dew point of 28, and we got a west-northwest wind, still kicking it around 9 miles an hour, and that's where it was for most of the morning. Temperature-wise, now we've got some 50s on the board. 50 in Princeton, 50 in Morganfield, 50 Dixon, Calhoun, 49 degrees right now in Owensboro, 47 here in Evansville. I'm saying we're going to rise another 5 degrees. That air is dry enough, even though it is much chillier air working its way in. 45 Fairfield and Flora. 45 Lagodi and French Lick. Wind speeds, now we're starting to see some double-digit wind speeds in a lot of the tri-state. Not here in Evansville right now, but 18 in Carmi, 16 miles an hour. Henderson at the airport in Owensboro also sustained winds of 16 miles an hour. 14 in Jasper, 13 in Calhoun. So yeah, it's starting to kick, and they're going to be kicking even more. I mean, it's going to ramp up 15 to 25 later on. Got a bit of a wind chill in a lot of places too. 40 is what it feels like right now in Henderson. Still feels like 38 degrees in Flora as we're approaching the noontime hour. Hey, check this out. Samantha Huff sent me this picture from over the weekend. Angie has some good pictures, by the way, on her Facebook page of the fall color downtown. But look at this. Samantha took this shot here. She calls them frosted tips tree because it's like the outer tips of the tree are what are being basically changing a color. The rest of the tree kind of green, but all right, I like it. Frosted tips tree, I'll go with that. Samantha, thank you so much for sending that picture my way. Freeze warning for the entire tri-state. That's going to be beginning tonight at 9 o'clock, but basically it's going to be tonight into tomorrow morning. The growing season comes to a screeching halt beginning tonight too. As we look at live first warning Doppler radar, nothing shaking here. As we zoom in a little bit, yeah, we were noticing a smoke. Even though it's still smoking, it's really not rising up like it was earlier when it was basically a working fire and working its way down towards Spotsville. We were seeing that plume of smoke down that far and being detected very easily on radar. Check it out. Got some returns upstate around Indianapolis, and we might see a few flakes of snow overnight tonight, first thing tomorrow morning, to go along with this polar chill that is headed our way. Plenty of sunshine this afternoon, though, just not a lot of warmth out there, as we have a high temperature again in the low 50s for most of us, low to mid 50s out there. But we'll see a few clouds going to cut in overnight, and check it out. Now, a lot of guidance is keeping the snow to our northeast, and it's not going to amount to much of anything. Keep in mind, even some good rain returns. The air's so dry, a lot of that will make its way down, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple of flurries out there, especially up around Jasper, Lagodi, the northeast corner, Crane, and those areas too, overnight. And then first thing tomorrow morning as the temperature tumbles down into the upper 20s. First freeze we've had since April the 2nd. And then, of course, plenty of sunshine tomorrow. But like today, it's going to be plenty chilly out there. But it's not going to stay chilly all week. We've got a warm up just in time, really right before the weekend. We're going to be seeing temperatures back into the 70s for highs like we were yesterday. 52 for a high today, though, with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Plenty of wind out there from the northwest at 15 to 25 miles an hour. On the 3-degree guarantee on Friday, when I was last here, I called for a high of 74, got up to 73. That's a 3-degree guarantee winner, Anna Lloyd of Owensboro. Congratulations, Anna. You've got yourself an umbrella courtesy of Ackerman Chiropractic. I just talked with our promotions director, Aaron Carnell, and Aaron tells me, though, we've got a dozen umbrellas left. So we got 12 more umbrella winners, and then we're going to transition to the sock caps. You can probably use a sock cap. That's Aaron for the sock cap. That'll be 12 from now. But anyway, 29 for a morning low tomorrow. Again, first time below freezing since early April. 27 on Wednesday. I think it's even colder. Now, they're not going to issue another freeze warning. They'll just issue the first one, hard freeze. It's done for the whole tri-state. And so temperatures are going to stay in the 50s for highs over the next 3 days. Warming into the 60s on Thursday, not bad. Still staying breezy, though, really all week long. Going to be downright windy the next couple of days. But look at that, 72 on Friday. Angie, we're hitting the mid to upper 70s over the weekend. And
Looks
so,
good.
yeah, the chill is on, but not on that long.
I have some news that, as they say, this just in, Highway 41 is now open.
Good,
So you're worried about that area. It is now open. You can travel that way.
Yeah, look at this. This was over the weekend, Saturday night. The clouds were kind of moving in.
Beautiful.
Kurt Davis, I mean, sky on fire. And that, of course, from Hicks, Illinois, in Hardin County. Kurt Davis gets some of the best pictures you'll ever see.
He sure does. Hey, Merritt's here. We're going to talk about type 2 diabetes and how to have healthy living.